You feel it in the quiet moments after you've said yes one too many times. That hollow space between your ribs or your own voice should live. You've perfected the art of swallowing your discomfort with a smile, of smoothing over conflicts before they even form, of making yourself small enough to fit into other people's expectations. Your kindness has become your cage, and the most terrifying truth is this: the very armor that once protected you from abandonment has become the prison that keeps you from being known. You weren't born too nice. You were trained to believe that your worth exists only in your usefulness to others. What once kept you safe now keeps you invisible. This isn't about having a gentle heart. This is about fawning trauma response, the fourth survival mechanism alongside fight, flight, and freeze. When children learn that their safety depends on anticipating others' moods, their nervous systems rewire for perpetual emotional surveillance. Psychologists call this externalized locus of worth, where your value isn't inherent, but earned through performance. Your brain developed what neuroscientists term hypervigilant empathy, scanning faces for micro-expressions of disappointment. Your mirror neurons firing not with genuine connection, but with desperate anticipation of others' needs before your own can surface. Consider enmeshment trauma. The boundaries weren't just blurred, but erased. Your childhood taught you that love was conditional on compliance, that anger was dangerous, that needs were burdens. Your nervous system now equates conflict with catastrophe, mistaking silence for peace, exhaustion for virtue. The terrifying paradox: your kindness isn't generosity, it's a sophisticated survival strategy disguised as virtue. The emotional cost is a quiet, daily death, the death of your authentic voice, your unfiltered desires, your right to occupy space. You carry what psychologists call invisible grief, mourning the self you sacrificed to be loved. Every time you silence your truth to keep the peace, you whisper to your younger self, your needs are too much, your anger is too dangerous, your existence must be justified. The philosopher Simone Weil wrote, "Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity." But what if you've never learned to turn that attention inward? The core fear driving this isn't about being disliked. It's the primal terror of being fundamentally unlovable if you show your full humanity. You've confused sacrifice with love, exhaustion with virtue, self-erasure with safety. The most devastating consequence? You don't attract people who cherish you. You attract those who consume you, mistaking your emptiness for abundance. You might find yourself apologizing for existing, for taking up space in conversations, for having dietary preferences, for needing rest. You might become an adult who reads emails 3 times before sending, terrified of sounding difficult. Perhaps you're the friend everyone calls in crisis, but when you're drowning, your calls go unanswered. You might exhaust yourself maintaining emotional labor for toxic family members, believing their conditional love is better than no love at all. You've likely developed emotional anorexia, starving your own needs while feeding others. You interpret boundary setting as selfishness, anger as moral failure, rest as laziness. These aren't personality traits, they're survival codes masquerading as character. The breakthrough begins when you stop calling your self-abandonment kindness and start witnessing it. This isn't who I am. This is who I became to survive. Healing begins with radical boundary practice, starting with internal boundaries. When guilt whispers, "You're being selfish," answer, "I'm being solid." Create what attachment theorists call a secure internal base. When anxiety screams, "They'll leave if you're honest," respond with evidence. "I've survived being unseen. I won't survive being erased." Practice what psychologists term authentic assertion, not aggression, but the quiet courage to say, "My needs matter too." The poet Audre Lorde wrote, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of
isn't about becoming cool. It's about reclaiming the right to be complex. It's understanding that true kindness flows from wholeness, not emptiness. Wholeness isn't the absence of softness, it's the integration of your strength. You were never meant to be a human doormat. You were never meant to earn love through self-annihilation. The most revolutionary act of courage is this: choosing your authenticity over their comfort. Your nervous system can relearn that you are worthy exactly as you are, with needs, with anger, with boundaries. This isn't about becoming less nice, it's about becoming more real. The relationships that honor your wholeness won't require you to disappear. They'll celebrate your voice, your edges, your unapologetic humanity. The pattern breaks when you realize you were never meant to be a supporting character in someone else's story. You were born to live your own. If this resonated, share it with someone who's tired of being loved only for their silence. Subscribe for more paths to emotional sovereignty. Remember, your kindness loses its power when it costs your soul. You're not too nice, you're too worthy to keep hiding.